All right.
So hello and welcome to another edition of the College Sports Report. So I'm your host as always, Brandon Buckner. I have two very special guests. You all know Shelby Ball. She's with me on Wednesdays. But Yanni and Parish. Parish is also the president of our radio club, and Yanni is a member of our radio club. So all these three people make music. I make music too, but I don't sing. But I brought them on my show so that you all can hear about their musical talents and their songs and their music that they create and do. These are very talented people that I brought on my show. And my first question to you all is what got you guys into music?
I guess we can let somebody start first.
Shelby, what got you into music?
All right. What got me into music? Anything really. Honestly, it really just started at the beginning of childhood. I mean, I was born in 2001, so pretty much I had the back end of the 90s. You know, the end of like 90s era. Going into this whole new futuristic 2000s millennium ish that was going on. So pretty much I had kind of the best of both worlds, but I wanted to dibble dabble. So as I got older, I started listening past my time, past late 90s, early 2000s. I started going back into the 80s, back into Phil Collins, back into Genesis, pretty much. And then I kept going farther, back into the 70s and sometimes the 60s, you know. And pretty much from there, I picked up what I could, you know, like a lot of the music that I listen to it spans pretty much all genres. But for me, EDM raised me. Bless you. R&B raised me. EDM brought me up as a kid. Metal solved all of my problems, and pretty much soul was my best friend, you know. So I had like the best of both. I had the best of all multiple worlds of music, and it was just great since the beginning.
But that's good. Yeah, I'm I'm like gospel R&B type guy, soul, Temptations, Four Tops. I like to listen to everything. Um, so Yanni, what got you into music, man?
Yeah. So, honestly, what got me into music in the first place was, I was born in 2000s, so I really wasn't really too deep into music. I think I would probably say when I was like maybe 6, 7. I have heard of like, people like, Elvis, Michael Jackson, Tupac, and Biggie because my family, a lot of people don't know this, like my family on my mom's side, some of them are like performers, like they do like perform at like bars and stuff like that. I have cousins who are rappers and singers and producers and all that. So yeah, but then I feel like when I got to, I would say maybe, yeah, when I was like 9 years old, I would always like listen to, Drake and old Kanye and Chris Brown and Lil Wayne and Eminem and those guys, and they actually inspired me. And Drake was probably the only rapper that kind of got me into music because he talks about his love life and just about his like relationships with his family and stuff like that. Then yeah, I feel like I just followed that blueprint ever since, and those guys actually really do inspire me, even to this day. Like if they never came out with their best song, best single, whatever, I honestly would not be making music today if it wasn't for them. So shout out to you know all of my favorite artists. So there's a lot of people. It's like a big list of artists that I listen to. Like but my main two genres are hip hop and R&B. I like hip hop because I like when they tell a story within their music. They talk about the struggles they've gone through to get to the top. R&B, about love and the upside of love and the downsides of love. So that probably drew me into music as well. So Yeah, and then sometimes I like to step out of my comfort zone. Sometimes I listen to nerdcore, and sometimes I listen to a bit of pop, but my main two is just hip hop and R&B, and it's always been like that ever since. So yeah.
Well, that's good, man. For me, like I said, I listen to a lot. I listen to some of Kanye's music, and he sings good. Back, I was born in '93 era, so I was born in when the probably when the people were coming up, other people were coming up.
Yeah.
I don't know who the artists were in '93. I'm not even gonna go back and remember, but there were some. So Parish, what got you into music, man?
Well, what got me into music? Well, I was born into music. I was born in '94. So I would basically I was born into music because my mom actually used to sing in a jazz band when she was in college, and so a lot of musical experience, musical influence came from her. Um, I would really growing up, I was really influenced by TLC, the Spice Girls, um, Biggie, Eminem, and then translating later on into then then translate later on to like Chris Brown, Nicki, Usher, and even Joe, the singer Joe, and New Edition and Michael Jackson and all those legends that came before us. Uh, Even Aaliyah, they all and the main my main genre is R&B, R&B soul with a little bit of hip hop flair to it. Um, I like the I like the hip hop. I like the hip hop sound is the hip hop is basically tells it's storytelling. It's very storytelling. Like you can tell like like how you can get basically the life story in the background of someone's life within one bar and two bar. You know what they've been through. And then R&B, what attracted me to R&B, it just this sensual. It's just so sensual. Like R&B makes you feel, and that's what I want to bring back. I want to bring back the sensual side of R&B music, like Joe, like how Joe made sensual music. The boy group Next, they made sensual music in New Edition, and even Raheem, Raheem Duvall, very sensual. So that's so those and my inspirations are really Joe, TLC, Chris Brown, and Chris Brown and Nicki, and even Spice Girls. So yeah, those are my inspirations.
Yeah, that was good, Parish. Yeah, man. Yeah, you guys. Well, I was I was also brought up on R&B. TLC, listened to them in the '90s, and Usher, B5, Boys to Men, B2K. Um, Rihanna, like you said, Parish, Chris Paul. I mean Chris Brown, sorry. But all the musicians that you guys, and gospel, I grew up in the church, so Kirk Franklin, um, you know, Donnie McClurkin, BB and CC Winans. There's some other Ty Tribbett. Um, so my next question for you guys, um, what has music done for you all? Why is music important to you as a whole?
I'll start it. I'll start all this time. For me, music is my escape. It's my escape. It's my escape from whatever I'm going through in life at the moment. It helps me calm down. It helps me find my center again when I'm mad. It helps me to find my center before I do something I'm gonna regret or say something about to regret. And it also and also music is like the better way for me to express how I feel, express my emotions, express how I feel, because I'm not good. I'm not good at I never been I'm not good at basically saying how I find the word to say how I feel. I'm more better I'm more better at like showing how I feel and singing it and putting it in a song and singing it in a song helps me. I'm better with that. So how that's how music music means the entire world of me. Make the entire world of me. So yeah.
That's good, man. Good answers. Yeah, music to me, you know, I'll say, it's good to listen to music, like Per said, escape for something, or if you're upset and if you just want to be by yourself, listen to music. Sometimes I go in a room, I shut my room door, I listen to music, and I think about certain things and weekend events that are happening, and also because of the virus, we can't do those things. But music, you can always listen to music. You can Zoom with your friends, have a little music party, and do everything. So I'm gonna go to Shelby. Shelby,
All right, what does music mean to me? Gosh, it means a lot. It really it really means a lot. And Paris pretty much hit the nail on the head with it's an escape. It forms this escape world that you can just fall into whenever you need to. And that's just been the beauty of it for me because I see a lot of what I do a lot of synths, a lot of like beats, a lot of EDM, a lot of risers, a lot of drops. Like I want to take people's emotions on a roller coaster. Like I want these next 3 minutes to make you feel something. Like I want you to like take in every instrument, take in every beat, take in every melody, take in every harmony that you hear, um, and just feel something towards it because that's what I did, putting it all together and now giving it to somebody else. Like I want them to have whatever journey they want to have with it. I just hope they feel something, and that's what music has been to me. And music's been a friend of mine. Like, I mean, I wasn't the most talkative kid growing up. I was this very tall, very skinny, nerdy kid that pretty much sat in the corner because she didn't want to talk to nobody. So at that point, I was like, you know what? Someday people are gonna hear my voice without having to hear me. Like, and someday people are gonna get what I feel. So for me and my life course, and I'm not too old. I'm still pretty young. So, but what I've been through now, like Paris said, it's very hard to put into words. Like a lot of the things that I had to go through as a child, it was kind of weird putting in words. So when poetry wasn't cutting it for me, I was like, all right, what's next? Because I can write as many words on a paper as I want and have them write and, have them rhyme and all, but it's like, that's not showing all of my emotion. And when I